What up? This is Mike Sales, aka 10 Stacks. Listen, a lot of business owners don't have the benefit of having their children to work in business with them. You got a lot of other cultures that do promote and have their children working in business with them, from the aspect of, one going to college, learning business to help run the business. One may go to college to learn accounting to help to keep the books straight in their family business. These are opportunities I think the black community really don't take too much advantage of, because when a man or a woman dies, it's a shame that they have to leave here and their business is going with them instead of leaving a legacy. Let's talk about legacy. And I'm going to explain to you, from legacy on how my boys both started cutting hair. And here's how it started with my oldest son, Jay. One particular day I was at home. I was chilling, getting ready for work. And I saw, as I was in the kitchen, maneuvering around, getting myself situated, Jay's room was not too far from the kitchen, so I could see if, he's up or he's asleep. And normally around 8 o'clock, he's up. But this particular time, and I noticed various other times that his door was closed, and I'm like, this dude's sleeping at 8 o'clock. He got to get ready for school. And when I said school, he was in college. He went to a community college. So I went to his door, knocked on the door. I said, Jay, I said, wake up, man. Wake up. Why you ain't up getting ready for school? Well, Jay was in the bed, knocked out, sleeping hard. And he worked at Zaxby's too, so he had a job at Zaxby's. So I seen on his dresser his report card, or his report card from school. And I opened up, and I checked it out, and them grades wasn't hitting on lick, bro. Them grades was salty. I said, get your butt up, man. Get up. We're making a change in your life today. I said, man, get up, get your shower. I'm waiting on you. Get your shower, get your stuff situated. We taking your uniform to Zaxby's, and we're turning it in. And plus, being that you failed in school, being that your grades ain't looking like nothing, bro, you gotta resign. We gotta get you out of there. It's done. You ain't doing no good in school, and you sleeping late. You working at Zaxby's. It's consuming a lot of your time. So we're going to the barbershop today. So he said, Dad, I got to put my 2-week notice in before I go. I don't want to just quit. I said, bro, that door right there is a high in and out job. People quit that job all the time. What they call a high return, or I can't think of the name. But anyway, I said, you got to turn your career in and your uniform in. We're not waiting 2 weeks for this. You got to do this shit today. Excuse my language. So what I did was allow him to get dressed. We got his Zaxby's stuff together, and I told him, I'm going to take you to school. We're going to resign you out of school for a little while. You come to the barbershop today. So what I did, I went to the barbering board. I got apprenticeship paperwork. I signed it, got it filled out. That day, he was in the barbershop. And this was 3 years ago. Now he's a 6-figure earning barber. Started 3 years ago with just the willpower to listen to his daddy. Dad, I'm going. I know I messed up. I'm going to put forth the effort and try to be the best barber I can be. The first day he came to work, he learned some things, but he already knew how to cut because as he was a kid, I bought him clippers. He used to play like cutting his brother's hair, and he always had that wrist game. The wrist game was perfect. So that day he came to the barbershop. He swept up, sat around a little bit, and I had a client to come in. The client, he's from up the street, and he had some kids. So I told him, I said, listen, man, we'll give your kids free because let my son, cut their hair. So Jay, my son, the kids was like teenagers, so they were big kids. They weren't babies, so he didn't have to start from that point. But he cut those guys' head the first day. Good, man. Wrist game, the blend was tight, edge was nice. I said, bro, how did you learn how to cut like that already? He said, I don't know, Dad. I said, man, it's in you. I said, you have a great hand. Your eyes are good. Man, keep Ain't no telling how far you go in this. Keep going. So as time prevailed, he built up his clientele. He built up his clientele to it was self-sustainable. The boy started making, I would guess, his first month, he did pretty well. He did a little above average for a first-time barber starting in the barbershop with an apprentice. He did very well. He, I would say his first week, it was, sluggish, but that's to be expected. Second week was sluggish, but the third week, the boy lit up. He lit up. And fortunately, my barbershop is not too far from a housing project, and it's a high traffic area. We have a convenience store across the street, cell phone store next door. It was just a very busy place. In fact, the highway that's right on our frontage has over 150,000 people that travel it every day. So he had a great opportunity for a start. Plus, I already had clientele built up myself because I've been in business since 1987. So he had a great start. And as he was doing what a barber does, creating clientele, doing his thing, he got into the enhancements. And he got real good with the enhancements. The boy is good. In fact, I trained him how to do the non-surgical hair replacement. Now he's doing that. He has a few clients with that. As you see, I have a video. If you look on my YouTube page, my Instagram page and Facebook page, you'll see him and his brother doing a hair unit, and they did a great job. But I said that to say this is that he got good, and he created a nice size clientele. Some of my customers left me, went to him. Whenever I'm busy and they can't get to me, they'll go to my son. Now, and that being said, I have a younger son named Anthony. Anthony's an actor, and Jay, he's an actor too. But Anthony was working in a mechanic shop, and he was working because he loved cars, and he wanted to learn how to work on his own car. He wanted to develop the skills enough to have and build race cars. So as he was working at the mechanic shop, I told him, listen, man, if you want to learn how to work on cars, and you don't have any experience right now, go to the mechanic shop. I knew a guy that owned a mechanic shop here in the city. My son was anxious to do work, and that's good to be, well, the Bible says be anxious for nothing, but he was ready. So I told him, I said, listen, understand this, you're not going to get paid because you don't know what to do. Tell this guy that you'll work for free, and what you want to learn out the whole thing is to gain knowledge and understanding and learn, how to, do things yourself. He worked at the mechanic shop for about 3 months. It was July. So you know how it is at a mechanic shop in July, working on the cars, hot motors. Man, that boy was dry like a prune. He was dry like a prune. That boy was hot. So what he did was he said, Dad, I think I want to come to the barbershop. He seen how much money and how cool and clean his brother was after leaving the barbershop. So my son put in his notice that day at the mechanic shop, came to the barbershop. Dad put me to work. So I went to the barber board, got him his apprentice license. He started working, and he picked up the same way his brother did. The first week, it was mediocre. He was pretty good, got a few clients, because we have, like I said, we live next to a housing project. So we have a lot of walk-in clients. We have a lot of people that walks through the area. So he got an opportunity to train on a lot of the kids, and the boy got good too. So he developed his barbering skills and almost caught up with his brother. And the boy right now, this been 2 years. He's been cutting 2 years now. Now he has his own clientele. These guys, now he has his master barber license like his brother. I'm happy because now I have an opportunity to sit back in my private suite and do my haircuts and let my boys run the barber shop. Along with the other barbers, there are 3 more barbers over there, Caleb. We got Terrell, we got Bo, we got Illy, and we got Michael. All these are young barbers. Terrell's a firefighter, great barber. Illy, she's in college. She's goes to Oakwood College. She's actually about to graduate. Michael is a senior in college, Alabama A&M. And Bo is an entrepreneur himself. He has a lot of different businesses he has his hands in, and one particular is barbering. And as well, Michael, once again, he goes to Alabama A&M. So these are some great, and Caleb is a young man. He works at one of the packaging companies. I want to say FedEx or UPS. I don't know, but he's a great barber. He had his apprenticeship out of high school as well. So now he's a master barber. These guys have developed their skills, and they are great entrepreneurs. Do they do everything yet? No, they don't. Are they great barbers? Yes, they are. And I'm going to tell you something. If you have a barbershop and you have children, it behooves you to train them to go into this field just so your legacy can still live. Their legacy after a while. Then their children's legacy. See, this thing is not about me and it's not about you, but it's about the next generation. And see, don't let nobody tell you that you have to, your child don't have to go into the barbershop or into the same business you in. Let them think for itself. That's good, but you also got to let them know this is a generational legacy here. This is what and how we fed you. Build off your father's or your mother's business. Build off of it. Help it become better. So I'm asking children who have parents who own businesses, don't let your parents' business fall by the wayside. Get involved. Help them with every aspect of your essence. It's a good thing to do because you can make your parents' business much better than them with your creative ideas, with your thoughts, social media. You can make it better. So I said that to say this. My Barbershop Chronicles story is my children working in my business. I'm out.